Most people will never really achieve success, and it's because they don't understand this one simple concept. And it's crazy because 99% of people are just completely oblivious to this. And it's the fact that people need to stop accepting widely accepted stereotypes. Everybody's living out the expectations other people have for their life. Nobody's really walking down their true path. That's the problem. Even for me as a kid, I was always chubby growing up. I was a fat kid. And I would always look around, friends, family, everybody around me was out of shape, overweight. Nobody had a real six pack. Nobody had muscle on him. Nobody looked like a fucking statue the way I wanted to look. And it didn't make sense to me. But when people around you are a certain way and it's normal, it's hard for you to question it. You just accept the stereotype and live that way. You accept the habits and behaviors and the life of the people around you, and you just feel like you're destined to be that way. But deep down, there's something inside of you that's like, no, this isn't right. And that's what I felt with getting in shape as a basic example. Nobody was in shape around me, friends, family, nobody. Everyone was out of shape. But I always thought, why not? Why is nobody in shape? I want to have a six pack. I want to be lean. I want to be muscular. I want to look like a superhero. So it was weird because nobody around me had this. So it was difficult for me to break out of that and go after it. But by the time I was 16, I got in the weight room, I started training. And by the time I was 17, 18, I was in really good shape. I had a six pack. Good fucking alert. I had a six pack. I was muscular. I had a good physique. And when I got there, I was thinking, wow, this feels amazing. Why is nobody around? Why is nobody else around me doing this shit? I felt amazing. I walked around. I felt like I was walking around with a trophy on me the whole time because nobody looked or felt this way. I was confident. I had no problem going to the beach like I used to. And I wanted to go to the beach or any sort of function where I could take my shirt off because I looked great and I felt great. And I just remember thinking, wow, everybody around me was wrong. Everybody. I'm like, does no one else think they should get in amazing shape and look and feel amazing, look like a statue, like a superhero? Why is nobody doing this? I always thought this before I was in shape, and then when I got in shape, I was like, well, guys, you're all fucking wrong. What is the matter with all these people? There's no way they either don't want this or they're just ignoring the fact that they do, and they're not living out that life. So that was a case where I followed my own true path and I broke the stereotype of everybody around me. And it was life-changing. And another thing, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to have my own business. I wanted to be my own boss, make my own money, be rich and successful. That's something I've always wanted. And really, my family always told me, you have to go to college. You have to go to college. You business people don't really succeed. You know how rare it is. Most businesses fail. Telling me all these things like, you shouldn't do that. You have to go to college. You must. And even like going to family functions, birthdays, events, like aunts, uncles, even like not even aunts, uncles, like more distant relatives, they would be asking me, what college are you going to? I'm like, I'm not going to college. I want to have my own business. They would look at me like I'm sick in the head. Like I'm sick. And that's the thing. These people, they live a life I don't want. They want me to go to college to learn, to get this paper. So after 5, 6, 7, 8 years, maybe I'll make 150,000 a year, low six figures working a job I don't even like. Like all these people, family, friends, they all live a life I don't want, and I don't think they even want it. They work for some boss, barely making enough to scrape by, and there's nothing exciting about their life. And that's when I was like, no, fuck that. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you guys want me to love my life, love what I do, and become successful and make money with what I do? But if I go to college, I'm going to make like slightly above average and not like my life. It didn't make sense. It was one of those situations where this is like something's not adding up in my mind. And it was hard to break through it because when everyone around you is thinking a certain way, you have to be the only one that breaks free from it. I had no friends or family or mentors that thought this way. So I was like, nah, fuck that. I chose my own path. I dropped out of college within like 2 months, and I was like basically peer pressured into going into college, and I dropped out of it. I was like, no, I'm doing all these businesses. And I failed, and I took risks, and I invested in myself, and I looked crazy. Everyone was like, what the fuck? Why are you investing $8,000 into this course, $3,000 here? You don't have this money going into debt. Why are you wasting your life spending all these hours in the basement working on this business? Nothing's going out the way you want it to. What are you doing? Go to college. But it didn't make sense. The only way to become extremely successful, make a lot of money, and to live a life I actually wanted was to have a business and become an entrepreneur. Have my own thing. I do what I want, and I can choose the amount of money I make as long as I'm willing to put in the effort. And that's the path I went down. And that's the thing. You're going to have to take risks, because even 16 months ago, I was flat broke. I was flat broke, working 3 jobs. I was a commercial mortgage broker, made no money, $2,500 in 9 months. I made 1 commission. I was working as an in-person trainer, making $2K a month, like $1,500 a month, literally nothing. And I had a drop shipping business that I was failing on, which everyone in my family and friends, they were all clowning me for it. What are you doing, bro? You're selling shoes online? Yeah, safe. Whatever you want, bro. And then I invested $8K into learning how to become an online coach. I had $800. Took a payment plan, $500 a month, huge risk, big risk. But that was the best decision I've ever made, because deep down I knew, what's the alternative? Do what they want me to do, go to college, work some shit job I don't want, and hate my life forever? That was the alternative. So going into debt, $8,000, was a great deal. There's nowhere else, there's nowhere lower to go. The other path is a life of suffering and hating my situation. So I invested all this money, huge risk, and within a few months I made enough money to quit all my jobs. And we fast forward a year and a half later, I'm living in my dream city, Miami, making $25,000, $30,000 a month with my online fitness business. And all my family and friends are looking at me like I'm this crazy success story now. Like, what happened? College was the way. Being out of shape was the norm. But now I'm the guy in my family who's in the best shape. Now I'm the guy in the family making the most money, having my own business, living where I want to live, where it's my family's from Brooklyn, New York. Well, they're living in Brooklyn. They're originally from Ukraine, Russia, Moldova, but they're in Brooklyn, New York. It's like 20 degrees there. I'm living in 75, 80 Miami, working on my business all day, serving my clients, providing value, just doing exactly what I want and making a great income from it. And I have ultimate freedom. It's Monday morning, 7 a.m. I've been up since 4:45 because I wake up at that time every day because I choose to, not because I need to wake up for work. Like, I choose to wake up this early. And I can do whatever I want with my life. I can go outside and go to the cafe for 3 hours and work from there. I could go to the pool upstairs because my apartment complex has a pool. I could do whatever I want. I could choose to take the day off, but I don't want to. I love working. I love recording the content. I love building out client programs. I love hopping on the calls with my clients and providing value and helping with people, because that's where I truly get fulfillment. And I'm so fucking thankful that I can make a living out of this. But it's because I chose to throw out widely accepted stereotypes and decided to go down my own path. There are things in your life where you know deep down, this isn't right. Something's not adding up here. Things should be going a different way. I should be doing different things. That's your conscience telling you exactly what you need to do. Don't count the cost. What's it gonna take? A $10,000 investment? All your time? You quitting your job? That big risk? Don't count the cost. Do it. Because the only other option is you living a life you fucking hate forever. That's why most people will never be successful. Because they don't live a life that's truly theirs. If I didn't choose to be in amazing shape and become an entrepreneur, I would be back in Brooklyn, probably a pothead. I would hate my life, making no money, helping no people. It'd be horrible. It'd be 25 degrees. I step outside in a tank top and it's December 16th. My birthday is December 26th. Every year, it's freezing during my birthday. This year, I'm going to be outside in a tank top. That's because I chose my own path. It's crazy. You have to realize, like, there is no point in playing other people's games. You need to play your own game. Make up your own rules. Whatever you want to do it. And don't let other people dictate what you're going to do. For example, getting in shape. If you want to be ripped, and every time you go to a family function, someone in bad shape tells you what to do, don't fucking listen to them. If your mom makes a cake, or bought a cake, and she's like, you have to try this. I made it just for you for your birthday. If you don't want to be in shitty shape like everyone else eating the cake there, don't eat it. You don't have to. If everyone's telling you to go to college, you don't have to. You could start your own business. You could risk everything because the biggest risk is taking no risk. Don't listen to people who don't have the life that you want. You have to go down your own path. Because when you initiate your own game and you play it and you play by the rules you created, that's the secret to real success. And that's how, in such a short time frame, I was able to build this life. And now I'm teaching others how to do the same. I originally started teaching people how to get in amazing shape. And now I'm actually helping people start their online coaching business. So I'm helping people get in shape, and I'm helping people start making 10, 15, 20,000 a month coaching others to get in amazing shape. So I'm switching business models because I feel like it's a bigger problem to solve, and I could help a lot of people change their life in this way as well. So I'm creating my own path. I've decided I wanted to do this, and I have nothing but like excitement for my future because I'm always doing what I want to do. I'm always doing what I want to do. And that's why this life is a never-ending it's a never-ending vacation because I'm always doing exactly what I want, and I'm excited for the future. But guys, lesson of the day, stop accepting widely accepted stereotypes. Go down your own path, create your own game, and make your own rules. Because if you don't, you're just going to be a leaf in the wind of life, living out other people's expectations for what you should do. And I think that's a life worth wasted. That's a life that is wasted. Do your own thing. That's all for this one, guys. Had to bang it out. Let's go.